Hey guys, welcome back to another video, but today we're going to be doing something a little different than Lumber Tycoon. We are going to be using a program called MIT Scratch, which is used for coding and creating your own games and animations and whatever you want to create with code. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial today on how to do a clicker game, where you click the item, whatever item it may be, and you gain points. So today we're going to be clicking the Scratch Cat. So this is called the Sprite, and you can add a new sprite by clicking this button down here, and you can choose one from the library. Now this has tons and tons and tons of different sprites, letter sprites, animal sprites, any sprite you can want. But if you can't find the one that you want, you can always draw, surprise, which I think is random, export or upload from your computer, or choose one which is the same as this. So we're going to stick with Scratch Cat for right now. And I always like to rename my sprites so that I don't lose track of them. There we go. Alright, so this is the code section right here. This right here, this button down here, you can add different things. I usually don't mess around with these because I just have no need to. These are all the different sections. You have my blocks, which are if you want to it's almost like making a folder and having a bunch of code in one block. You've got variables, operators, sensing, control, events, sound, looks, motion. So this is what it's going to tell your sprite to do. So if I tell it to go to let's say 100 y0 when I press the green flag. Wait. Oh, I forgot the most basic part. You have to put this. So when this is clicked, it's going to run the code underneath. Now, that is the first thing that we do. So now we press this, it goes to there. If we move it up here, we're going to press that, it's going to go to there. So we're going to set it to go to 0, 0, which is the exact center of the page. Now, I always like to rename, whoa, what did I just do? Hit a shortcut. I always like to rename my projects also so that I don't lose them. So let's name this Scratch Cat Clicker Game. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is delete that variable, create a new one. And this is going to be called clicks. So this is the variable. Now we can do anything that we want to this variable. We can add to it, subtract from it, hide it, show it. And what we're going to do is go to the Events tab and drag over this block when this sprite clicked. So that's going to make it so that when we click this sprite, it's going to run the code underneath. And we're going to make it change clicks by 1. So each time it's going to change this by 1. We're also going to set it to 0 at the beginning. So now let's see. Click, 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 click. We can change clicks. That's the most basic clicker game that you can make. But I think we should add a little more onto it. So let's save. And now let's make it so that when the sprite clicked, it's going to do a little animation. So first we're going to set the size to 100. So at the start of the game, it's always going to set size to 100. Then we are going to set size to 80 and then set size to 100. So these two blocks right there. Then we're also going to take a wait block. And we're going to change this to 0.5 seconds because that would be a really short amount of time. So now when we click, it's going to set size to 80 and then set size to 100. Let's see how that looks. So that's a little bit too long. It kind of feels like it's a little too long for sticking down. And you could just rapidly click it. So another thing that we could try is we can use the repeat block. And what this can do is it can, so when the sprite clicked, we're going to set the size smaller than what it is, and then we're going to repeat 2 times. We're not going to wait. and then we're going to use the change block. Change size by 10. So now that should make it a really fast click, like that. There we go. So now that's that. Another cool thing that you can add to your game is you can go click the backdrops, which is over here, and go here. Now, this is where you can design your own backdrop, but for me, I'm going to choose a backdrop. So it doesn't really matter which one I choose. I'll just pick blue sky. How about that? So now that's going to be our backdrop. So now we've got a backdrop, we've got a cat that you can click with an animation, and we've got a variable. So that's pretty simple. That's kind of the basics of the game. If you want to get more into it, you can make a shop. And I think I'll save that for another video, for maybe part 2, if this is a big hit, Scratch tutorials. But yeah, I can't think of much else to add. If you really want to go in depth, you can change this so that it's not just the generic variable. You can actually make it show up as a sprite. For example, you could go here and you could type 1, you could have it show up as the number 1. So say you click once, this would show up. It's kind of complicated. But yeah, that's about it for now. Like I said, I might make a part 2 video that would have more features that we can add to this game. But now, I guess now that I've showed you how to make a simple clicker in a few minutes, I will show you one of my clickers that I've made. Alright, so this is another game that I made. I took some inspiration with this level part from another person. I have the credits in the game description. But here we go. So you press play. You have a $1 bill, 0 money. This is your shop that you can buy a $5 bill in. And I'm terrible right now. So when you click, money rains from the sky, and you gain money down here. Now, what can you do with that money? You can buy stuff in the shop to get money faster. So this is what I hope to get for the finished product of our Scratch Clicker game, maybe in episode 2. And we can make some Scratch Cats rain from the sky whenever we click. We can make a level system. We can add more things to the shop than I have right now. Right now you can only buy a $5 bill. But yeah, I think that will do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And I hope that my tutorial helped you somewhat to kind of get started in the basics of Scratch. It's a really fun website. I don't think I said this yet, so I should probably say this, but you can go to Google or whatever web browser you use and search up Scratch. Go to the scratch.mit website and create an account. You don't even have to create an account to play other people's games, but if you want to make your own, you create an account and you can create your own game and post it. People can play it, give you feedback. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a great day.